Edward Snowden, the former National Security Agency contractor who admitted leaking top-secret details about government surveillance programs, is now on the move this morning. He left Hong Kong overnight on his way to Moscow, but that's not his final stop, apparently. We have three reports this morning. Let's begin with Ian Williams. He's in Hong Kong with the very latest. Ian, what can you tell us?
Good morning, Lester. Well, Edward Snowden left Hong Kong early this morning after 5 weeks here on a flight, we believe, for Moscow. The Hong Kong government, in a statement, said he'd left voluntarily and according to Hong Kong law. They said they could do nothing to stop him since there wasn't an arrest warrant taken out for him, so they had to let him leave. Now, they blame that on sloppy American paperwork. They say the request for a provisional arrest warrant did not conform to the legal standards that Hong Kong needed. So they needed to return that to the US for further clarification. That gave Snowden an opportunity, a window to leave, if you like, and there was nothing, they say, they could do to stop him, Lester.
He also, one of his final leaks had to do with the American surveillance of Chinese phone calls. Might that have changed things and given him an opening to leave?
Well, there's a possibility that both the Hong Kong government and the Chinese government just decided that this whole thing had become too embarrassing, that they didn't want to witness what would have been a very long and complicated extradition process. There are already questions being asked this morning as to whether or not the Hong Kong government was acting in good faith, because usually these requests for a provisional arrest warrant are a formality. They're normally processed very quickly. Now, clearly there was an opportunity, there was a window afforded for him to leave, and one question is whether, of course, the authorities gave him a little push through that window, wanting to avoid any embarrassment. It certainly seemed to contradict what he had been saying about wanting to stay here, slug it out, and fight extradition. Instead, of course, he's left, and as far as we know, his first destination is Moscow.